Hello students, KTHM College, Department of Political Science. Myself, Chandan Shive Basudha, welcome you all for the subject Introduction to Constitution. In the previous lecture, we have learned about the fundamental rights, and we have gone through the right, cultural and educational right. So now in this lecture, we are going to see right to property. So we will move further and we will know what is right to property, what is this article. Okay. So we have already seen second unit, that is fundamental right. In that we have done with right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights. Now we are going to learn about right to property, and after that right to constitutional remedies. So right to property, the fundamental right. So what is the meaning of property, we will know first. So the term property is derived from the Latin word which means, the word in the Latin is propertitat, and the French equivalent proprius, which means a thing owned. So this is the meaning of property. So the concept was known to ancient Greeks, Hindus, Romans, Jews, and etc. So the concept of property occupies an important place in human life, but it is virtually impossible to live without the use of material objects which constitute the subject matter of property. So the concept of property and ownership are very closely related to each other. So the two are mutually interdependent and correlative. So one necessary implement the existence of other. There can be no property without ownership and no ownership without property. So in modern times, apart from its common use, property is used as a wider sense also. In its widest sense, it includes all right which a person has, thus a person's life, liberty, reputation, and all other claims which he might have against other person in his property. So the term property is used also to donate the proprietary right of a man as opposed to his personal right. In this sense, it means a person's land, house, his shares in a business, corner, and etc. It is mean as a property. So we will move further. The right to property. So the right to property was included as a fundamental right under Article 19 1F and under Article 31 in Part 3rd, making it enforceable. So in India, no fundamental right has given rise to so much of allegation than property right between state and individual. So the Supreme Court of India sought to expand the scope and ambit of right to property, but it has been progressively curtailed through constitutional amendments. So the Indian versions of amendment domain has found in entry of 42nd list of third part. The second one about this article is the right to property was seized to be a fundamental right with the 44th constitutional amendment in 1978. So this amendment was done. So under the original constitution article 19.1 and 19.1 F and 31 provides for the protection of property right, and later then it was repealed, and article third article article 300A was inserted. So accordingly, after that, it requires the state to follow due procedures and authority of law to deprive persons of his or her private property. So accordingly, no person shall be deprived on his property save by the authority of law. However, regarding right to property was kind of protection given by the US Constitution under Article 300A, and for the better understanding for Article 19AF and 31 along with the Constitution amendments. So the Constitution provides the compulsory acquisitions of land. The power of eminent dominant is essentially to the sovereign government. So the provision of the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States is that private property cannot be taken from public use without just compensation. So this was the right to property, and in that the enriched of the right to property, the first element was that everyone has the right to own property long as well as in association with others, but no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. This was the second. So the Indian pioneer of the enactment of Constitution, the 44th Amendment Act 1978, Article 31 guaranteed to people of India the fundamental right to property. It was removed and the 300A was inserted, under which the property should be private property, his or her private property. So the the namely case was there, the Keshavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala. So the majority of Supreme Court has said that though there was no scope for judicial review on the ground of inadequate of compensation, the courts should still interfere on the ground that the legislature had no fixed an amount or specified any principle according to which it could be determined. So it was the valid of the 25th Amendment was upheld in Keshavananda Bharati versus State of Kerala, which was in the concept of right to property. So this is the thing. This is the thing about right to property. So we have done with this lecture, right to property, the amendments of that, and how it was removed, and how the 300A was inserted as a constitutional right. So thank you all of you.